Who are you? What are you doing here?
I've come to take what's mine.
Till Death, while it definitely qualifies as one of the comedy episodes, is as romantic as it is funny. It's not so much a belly slapper as it is just a really sweet love story.
You're an animal.
I'm the king of beasts.
The fact that no one dies in it, basically. They say that about Shakespeare, that the difference between his comedies and his tragedies are whether everybody dies at the end. With Highlander episodes, it tends to be the same way. If nobody's head comes off, it qualifies as a comedy episode. It just has a lighthearted tone to it.
Next time, I get to be on top.
Anything you say, my dear.
Yeah, Till Death. That was one of the comedy episodes. A married couple of immortals who'd been together thousands of years, and he wants to rekindle the flames.
What if something happened to her and I lost her forever? I'd go crazy. I couldn't cope.
What if something happened to you?
That would kill her, but what's going to happen to me?
We fake his death. I set up a fight with him and I kill him, and she sees him die, and that makes her feel all the old feelings for him.
Oh, Gina.
I think everything's over, and then I'm hanging out on MacLeod's barge, and she swings by.
You.
Is not best pleased to see me. Yeah, no, I remember that as being quite a fun episode. There was some jolly things in that.
I was married once, you know. Well, I can't think of it. I was married 68 times.
You had 68 wives.
Yeah, never one of us, though. That'd be too much of a commitment for me to make.
Those are the kind of lines that a writer casually throws in, and they have no idea what the implications in the fan world will be. I've been at conventions where people arrive dressed as one of my 68 other wives.
He's gone. I think Gina scared him off. I don't think we'll see him again.
I do. I'm going to find that bastard and take his head. If it's the last thing I do.
Director Dennis Barry did this episode for us, and he was known, really. He's the one who introduced the fog-bound, dark, drear look to Highlander. So it was a pleasure to see that he could also work in the sunlight.
Tonight, at midnight.
Till Death, at least to me, is very funny, and we did shoot it in a little bit of a different style. I was very inspired by, it's strange to say these names, of course, and some people might not be aware of it, but by Cukor, Ophius, and Lubitsch, that had a very strange way of shooting comedy with a flowing camera, with a lot of full shots, with flowing camera from space to space, very, very wide space, not often very tight, and the rhythm is inside the shot more than created by editing and a lot of cuts.
Nice to see you again. I wish I could say the same for you, MacLeod.
Also, the lighting was a little bit more beautiful, a little bit more agreeable. It wasn't as contrasty, it wasn't as dark, and it was a lot of fun, and it was actually almost a collective need of the Highlander life, which is like a bubble you live in for months and months, to suddenly get out of the darkness and get into comedy.
Helping yourself to a few cookies?
I hadn't done much comedy in my life, and I was a little bit worried, and my producer, Ken Gord, was concerned about this, and he came up to me and he gave me one piece of advice that I thought was absolutely brilliant. He said to me, "Dennis, comedy is two-shot." I didn't even know what he meant.
A gentleman does not address a lady in that manner. I'll have his head.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You being dead will probably put her off her appetite. Let me deal with it.
I challenged him first.
Ah, you call that a challenge?
If you have a character do something funny, the other character with him has to be in the same shot and react. His reaction is what creates the audience to laugh.
Ready? Heads. Heads it is.
If you do a close-up on what's funny and a close-up on the guy's reaction, you lose comedy. Once Ken Gord explained that to me, I was home free to almost pull it off, I hope.
Fine, if that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
Fine.
Good.
Good.
Right.
You better make it look good.
Like you say, darling, I'm an actor.
To make comedy work, you have to play it deadly serious. You have to take the situations as being absolutely as real.
Come on. Friends like you needs enemies.
I was just thinking the same thing. Hey, off.
What? It's my chair.
My chair now.
You play comedy completely straight in order for it to work. So it wasn't that huge a shift. But the important thing in making those things work is that the situations have a grain of truth, a resonance of truth, and that the situation, whilst being in one sense absurd, is actually quite believable.
Fine.
But then I figured that probably everyone had given something unique, so I went with a toaster. You keep the barge, I hate the water. Get the mess cleaned up.
I thought it cracked along quite nicely. It was a lot of fun to do those. To be able to play real deep, dark drama in one episode and then light comedy in another. Yeah, that's a good gig.
Roger Daltrey, what a pleasure. I have to think he really liked playing Fitzcairn because this guy's a multi-megastar. He doesn't need to come do episodes of Highlander at our low-budget rates unless he wants to, and he always wanted to.
Well, we'll just have to bear up and give them our best.
Him? The man who's taken the woman we love away from me?
Casting Roger came from one of our early financial partners in the show was a Japanese company who thought that we should have a rock and roll star in every episode, and who knows, we may have well told them that that's what we were going to do at the time in order to get the money. But once they dropped out, we felt less obligated to do this. However, casting Roger was like an amazing stroke of luck for us, because not only was he a good actor, does he have a great kind of comic presence and an ability to sell the most outrageous concepts, lines, scenes. Something that you can't plan is that he and Adrian had sort of innate, unpracticed comic timing together.
The lady requested a rendezvous with me.
Put them together. If you could shoot the first rehearsal, which we gradually started doing, they, from the reading at the table before we would go out to shoot, when everybody'd sit around the table and read and comment about the script, you could just see that this was just like this. They got it, they felt each other, they moved well together. And it's one of those things you can't plan. It was just an amazing, wonderful stroke of luck, which is why we kept bringing Roger back from the dead.
When I visited the set during the filming of Till Death, he wanted to know if he could cut his hair differently and come back and play a different character since Fitz was dead. And I reassured him that it didn't matter that Fitz was dead. We'd still be seeing lots of him, as we did.
It's me she wants, you daft Scot.
You? Then why send me the letter, you daft English?
Well, isn't it obvious?
No.
She wants to break the bad news to you, with me here to protect her.
Roger had such a great chemistry with Adrian Paul that you really believed from the first moment you saw those two characters together that they had been friends for hundreds of years.